Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. We are doing history, the nationalist movement in Indochina, and today's date is 8th of June 2021. So now we have reached subtitle 3.0, Hygiene, Disease and Everyday Resistance in Vietnam. So now there are 2 points in this. Education was not the only sphere of everyday life. So not only in the schools or the educated people, in which such political battles against colonialism was fought. It was fought everywhere in everyday's life. So not only the education or the students or the educated people, all the people, they in their own way they have acted and opposed. So now number B, in many other institutions, we can see the variety of small ways in various other institutions, not only the school, colleges and universities, but in other institutions we can see a variety of small ways in which the people express their anger against the colonizers. Each and every one, the peasants, farmers, businessmen, traders, artisans, they opposed the colonial government in their own way, in small ways. So everyday resistance, that is. So now here subtitle 3.1, plague. Plague strikes Hanoi. Plague means a disease that spreads, contagious disease. So plague strikes Hanoi. So here how the peasants or the common man, they oppose in their everyday life. They oppose the colonial government in their everyday life. So now here there are 4 points to be continued. The French started creating a modern Vietnam. As we have already learned that French wanted to modernize Vietnam, the French started creating means making a modern Vietnam. French decided to rebuild Hanoi. So Hanoi is a very big city. So they decided to rebuild the Hanoi. So number B, the latest ideas. They used latest ideas and engineering skills, or architectures were employed means used, to build modern city of Hanoi. So number C, in 1903 what happened, the modern part of the city was not completely modernized. Half part of the city where the colonizer lived, it was modernized, and the other part where the Vietnamese lived, that was not modernized. So in 1903 the modern part of the city was struck by bubonic plague, a disease that spreads. A plague struck that modern part of the city where the colonizers lived. Now here in Hanoi, events took a strange and interesting turn after the plague was, the modern part of the city was struck by a plague. An interesting turn took place, an event took place, how the peasants resisted, or they resisted in their everyday life against the colonizers. Now we will learn in our next class. So Hanoi event, after this, after the bubonic plague was struck the modern city, modern part of the city, or modern part of the city, the in Hanoi, every events, various, a strange event took place, and we will learn in our next class. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. To be continued about Hanoi and the bubonic plague. What was its cause, how it caused, or how that bubonic plague emerged there, or how the people got sick, especially the Europeans. So we'll talk about that, and what people they do. So we'll talk about that in our next class. So thank you very much for watching.